Welcome back, beautiful friends. My name is Tarot with T, and today we are doing a double feature tarot card reading. So for the first little bit, we are going to be talking about career and finance. And then for the second little bit, we're going to do romance for 2026. So go ahead, get your tea, get your coffee, and let's get into the tarot. First two cards that are coming out for our career reading here, we've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune is asking for us to really figure out what it is that we want to put on our wheel, how much we want to spin, and how much we are willing to activate our own chakras to get things moving. Then we go ahead and we look at the Two of Cups. And when I say chakras, I mean your heart chakra, your head chakra, your ori. What part of you needs more grounding work and more purpose? You are going to be filling cups in 2026, not emptying them. We are not draining our energy for anyone or anything. So when it comes to financial moves for 2026, we are looking at this as a time to spin the wheel. This is a time to get creative, to get charismatic, to no longer be working jobs we don't want to be working. And the universe is shoving us out of our comfort zones and putting us in places where we really have to be in tune and in touch with how the feminine aspect of us and the masculine aspect of us both work, and whether they're simultaneous and harmonious, or whether it's just work. Okay. We have the Eight of Wands here and the Chariot card. Like I was saying before, there needs to be movement in order to get what we want. So as the Chariot is out here, the Chariot is asking for us to go ahead and figure out how it is that we're going to put the reins on the horses, how far we want to go, and what it is that we're packing to take along with us. This energy is coming in quick. Eight of Wands talks about speed, expedience, nothing being in our way. The whole universe is on our side, and it's just clear sailings from here on out. The reason why these two cards are coming out together right after this Wheel of Fortune is because as 2026 comes running and racing on in, we need to be prepared for it. If the Chariot is not prepared and you're one rein short, your Chariot is not going to go very far. And because this energy is already coming in, it's not going to slow down to make way and to make room for you because you're late. This isn't middle school. The teacher teaches on and gets on with things even if you're not in class. Two of Wands here also came out as we were talking about career and finance. This is talking about making decisions. It's talking about making decisions in a way where, because you have this Eight of Wands, whatever it is that you choose, you kind of have to act in on quickly. You can't lay around, you can't wait around, you can't think, oh, well, maybe in a month I'll get to it. No, the universe is going to say, the minute you make that decision, we are literally pulling the plug on the bathtub water and everything is going to start draining through. Strength card. This Strength card is coming out to remind us we cannot just wait for things to happen. We cannot sit back on our haunches and expect that this lion isn't going to bite our head off if we do not learn to tame it. We are in a hurry for life right now, right? As we are going through this next fold of the age of Aquarius, we have to get out of our comfort zone thinking that things are going to happen when the universe decides. No, the universe is deciding to move things along. And if you are sitting around and you are waiting for things, you are not going to get the outcome that you genuinely desire. All right. Career for 2026. Whoa, 6 swords. 2026 with 6 swords here. I love this energy. The 6 swords are saying, hey, look, it's time to put those grand ideas, those established mental thoughts into a boat, and it's time to start rowing that boat forward. And instead of you sitting there thinking to yourself, oh, I can't have this, or I can't have that, or this isn't going to work out for me, or whatever your excuses are, it's too late to have excuses. You're already on the boat. You already are leaving the situation behind and moving into something that is going to better serve your purpose. And because you trust in the universe to guide you, you are able then to have what you desire out of it. A little bit of 7 of Wands energy, and you are just trying to figure out how it is that you are going to deal with this battle. Right? You are battling uphill. You are taking the high ground. But what you need to understand as an energy is that you cannot just continuously bat sticks with people and hope that things are going to go away. That's not what's going to happen. You are moving so quickly that the idea of having to deal with other people's mental spaces and other people's inabilities and other people's in excess is not something that you want for yourself, collective. So I'm asking you to take a minute and really understand what it is that you want to walk towards in 2026, because the choices and the decisions are going to be yours in how it is that you want to move things along. But the universe isn't going to wait for you to figure it out. It's just going to move the energy for you so that you can either fail fast and get over it, or you decide to sink instead of swim. If you are looking for a fantastic PDF for the month of December, I have the perfect one. The link is going to be in the bio. It's called Burnout and Breakdown, how it is that you go from figuring things out in the ashes to flying like a phoenix. Next tarot card reading is going to be a romance tarot reading, so stick around. All right, refreshed my coffee. Ready to go. We are doing romance tarot here on Tarot with T, so let's crack into it. Let's figure out what 2026 looks like for us. Really interesting. We've got Seven of Swords being the first card to come out for us, and the Seven of Swords needs for us to keep quiet about our plans. Especially if you're going into something romantic and something involving your heart and something that you have to think about and consider. The universe doesn't want you telling everybody and their auntie about your next life decisions and your choices. This is all about you. This is all about your magic. This is all about your plans. So you don't need to include and create this community for everybody to be a part of. No, this is about you. Nine of Wands is asking you to figure out what it is that has your back up, what your boundaries actually mean. If your boundaries are, no, I don't go on coffee dates, excellent, I love that for you, but why? And not why to the universe, why to yourself. You got to make sure that when somebody begins to approach you, that your boundaries are set to a purpose that makes sense and unfolds for you. You don't set boundaries all of a sudden for that particular person and then waver down the street. That's not what we're doing. You have to remain consistent. So if you don't do coffee dates, you don't do coffee dates for everybody. And that includes Idris Elba. Okay, we have a Tower moment coming out, reminding us that yes, indeed, you have to have that crash out moment. It's okay to have a crash out. It's okay to let the universe know that you got your heart broken. It's okay to let the universe know that you don't like things. But what you have to understand about the Tower moment is that you have to let the tower fall. You have to let it crumble. You cannot sit around and wait for one more stone or one more piece of asphalt to fall in order for you to move on. No. The tower is crumbling. You need to get away as far as you can so that nothing falls on you at the end of this. Like I was saying before about boundary setting, this card is telling you that it's time to set boundaries, because if calamity occurs, you need to be ahead of it rather than behind it. If something were to happen in life, you don't want to be picking up the slack and the pieces long after it's occurred. You want to do that now. You want to do that in the continuum. So it's important to understand who and what you are as this Tower moment falls. Set your boundaries so that when things do crash, when things do crumble, you're not left literally holding the wheelbarrow and the broom, okay? We have 9 cups here, and the 9 cups is telling you that after your tower falls, the only thing you're going to do is be selfish. This card is one of the most selfish cards in the deck, and it sits in the middle of its own energy. It sits in the middle of its own presence, and it doesn't waver between your thoughts and your ideas of what it is that you think the other person is going to like about you. You like you, so the other person should either like you or they don't. And if they don't, find somebody else. There's 7 billion of us on this planet, and you don't have to be with somebody or interact with somebody who doesn't want to give you that back. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is all about grounding. This is all about being saucy. This is all about being sensual. This is all about really loving yourself and being proud of what you can compete with within your own internal guidance. The Queen of Pentacles is grounded and she's solid and she's not moving out of the way for anyone to make people feel good about themselves. So you have set boundaries and you are no longer telling people about the things that you want in life with the Seven of Swords. So it's now time for you to really get things sorted. Your top row tells you that what used to happen in the past doesn't need to be happening. You don't need to tell your friends about your relationship. You do need to set boundaries, and when that cookie crumbles, I need it for it to all the way crumble. Yeah, here you go. You're absolutely amazing. You have 10 wands here coming out as the last card in this tarot pull. And the 10 of wands is saying to you, hey, look, when you are done, when you are tired, holding your own head up, trying to float in water that's only causing you to want to drown, the universe is going to help you. When you finally have set those boundaries, when you have finally told yourself no, when you finally said, you know what, universe, this ain't for me, it's no longer going to be able to present that energy to you because you don't exist on that plane anymore. And the 10 wands needs for you to get it together, carry that bundle of doubt and deceit and angst and worry all the way up that hill and then leave it, because there's no point in you being as wonderful and fantastic as you are for you to come all the way Jack and Jilling down the hill again. You're not going to come crumbling and tumbling down the hill. You are going to walk down the hill with your head held high, your shoulders up, your chest out, ready to perceive the world the way you want to perceive the world. All right? If you would like a personal tarot card reading, again, links in my bio for the personal tarot card reading and the PDFs. There's free ones and there's ones that are a little bit more expensive, but I promise you they're absolutely worth it. Thank you for watching Tarot with T. Come get your tarot card reading either here at Crafty's Crystals or we can do it virtually. Either way works. My email will be linked right here. So if you have any further questions, you can just send me an email. Have yourselves a lovely day and we will talk soon, friends.